a few seconds ago, and I don't even know how to take that. Listen, I don't lie to these people. I just tell them the truth. Whether some people want to believe it or not.
Yeah, people don't always want to believe the truth, man. That's one thing we discover. Keep living, keep as my mom would say, keep laying down, waking up, man, and you'll come to realize a lot of things. So keep living. People don't always want to hear the truth.
Well, also, let's put this here on the screen. It's very important. We got one thing we got to tell the truth about is these Mavs right now, and the Mavs they've been doing what you want them to do, right? They've been doing pretty good.
Yeah, they've been a little better over their past.
They took the L that I told you they would take.
Yep.
Against Portland. The Pelicans game last Friday night. We weren't here for that. Pretty good game. That was the game. I think your nephew had 46 that game.
46.
He gave you 46 tonight.
46. Easy.
An easy 46. Easy.
Yeah, 46. He didn't even have to ice his ankles after the game. He sent me that in a personal text.
Your
nephew.
Ice needed. No ice needed. Okay.
Yep.
So talk to me, Billy. What are we looking for? What are we looking forward to here? Breaking news: Luka has been named a starter for the All-Star game.
Yeah, I saw that earlier, man, and he was also named a starter last year as well, if I'm not mistaken. So that's back-to-back years of Luka catching some of that starting action in the All-Star game. I want to say something real quick. Well, I saw somebody on Twitter earlier saying that it's unfair that Luka gets to start because he's not better than this player, that player, and the only reason is because they open it up to fans and they let fans.
Hold on now, for I know where you go. I know where you're going, and I agree. Fans shouldn't be allowed to vote. Fans are idiots. These are the same fans that were voting Klay Thompson to play in the All-Star game.
Right.
They were voting Klay Thompson. Okay. So this is why I agree with that statement. Why are we voting Klay Thompson to play in the All-Star game when he actually got votes?
Well, I mean that's on the NBA too. Why don't you just take them off the ballot, man? I mean, only guys that
they put everybody's name on there and they let the fans go in there and vote. So all the fans, some people were doing it to troll and say, "Oh, I'll put Klay Thompson in there." So you got to stop letting fans vote. This is what you get.
Yeah, well, I mean, my thing was, man, Luka Doncic definitely deserves a start in the All-Star game. I think he's earned it. The Mavericks record does not reflect a very good basketball team. However, Luka Doncic, his individual talent, man, is out there. My man DJ says fans shouldn't vote anymore either. So he also agrees with that whole idea. People had a problem with it before too. Remember when Yao Ming first came in the league, he was voted in over Shaq or to start over Shaq because they opened it up to China and stuff. My whole thing is, man, don't try to go and say that people of another country from his home country should not be able to vote, man. If you're going to let the fans vote, their votes count as well. Ultimately, I think they need to find another way. But we're talking about Luka Doncic here. I mean, I don't know why people would have a problem with him starting in the All-Star game, man. He's that damn good. What's the issue?
I do have a problem with it because he verbally admitted to Stephen A. Smith that he's not having a good season and that he needs to work on. Now, honestly, personally, he's not having a better season than Damian Lillard right now. Numbers wise, stats wise, performance wise, none of that. He's not better than Damian Lillard. That's why everybody's complaining about it. But this is what happens when you let the fans vote. I keep telling you guys, fans are idiots. They're all idiots. I keep telling you that. I don't know why everybody won't listen to me. Fans are idiots. That's why I'm not a fan. I'm an advocate. I'm an advocate for the players.
Well, hey, look, Dame, you go over there and point at your little stupid watch and all that stuff. Sit your ass on the bench.
Hey, whoa.
It's Luka's time. It's Luka's time. Just give him his moment. It's his time.
It's not Luka. It's Dame time. You see the other night what he just did to the Pelicans? Came out there and diced them up. Matter of fact, he did it the other night here in Dallas. Went up there and busted on him.
Yeah,
and got a dub.
That's fine. I mean, we can't argue that, but I'm just saying. I mean,
he been doing it. He been doing it for I don't know how long. He done put teams out of the playoffs with Dame time.
Yeah, I mean that's great. That's great.
Wow. You
I
know
don't
what?
get excited about that.
If your nephew was doing the same thing, you'd be up here you'd be up here telling people how great. You'd be standing on top of the mountain telling how great Luka is.
I mean, look, I don't need to say anything. I mean, it's the proof is what they say. The proof is in the pudding. All you got to just turn your damn TV on. Just turn your TV on and see it. That's all you got to do, man. And listen, now I'll say this, Walt. In all fairness, and to all of our people that are watching and all the real basketball fans, Luka Doncic, no, he did not deserve to start over Dame Lillard this year. He didn't. Dame Lillard has had a tremendous year, and I think it's going to continue on. But at the end of the day, man, I mean, I don't know that you get any extra money or any extra, whatever. I don't know how that system works, but I don't know that you get anything extra out of being named a starter outside of saying, "Hey, I was a starter in the 2021 All-Star game."
Means a lot.
Maybe. Well, I mean, maybe for the sake of negotiating your next contract or something. I was a starter in the All-Star game. I mean, those type of things. Is that what we're concerned about? It's a game that's not even going to be about nothing, man. It's not really a big deal. I wouldn't have cared if Luka got there and started or not.
No, David Lillard is averaging more than Luka right now when it comes to points. It ain't by that much, but he's averaging more. Luka has more triple doubles, but and then I only add the Portland Trailblazers are ranked 5th in the West, and the Mavericks are like number 11. So yeah. That's why Dame Time does it.
Well,
NBA fans are the worst, but Dame and Curry are going nuts this year. Curry is different. Everyone calling him washed last year. Dame is Dame. Yeah, he should have started. He should be the starter. He should. I'm sorry, he should. I love Luka to death, but Luka's not balling. It's not playing better. But once again, when you let fans get a hold of stuff, this is what they do.
Well, wait, DJ says our guy LeBron Ring James would throw a fit if he didn't start. Who are you talking about, DJ? You talking about LeBron would be upset if Luka didn't start? Did they pick the teams this year like they do?
No, they're doing they're doing just straight East and West this year.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay,
they're doing straight East and West. So here's the thing: LeBron and them they really don't even want to play this game, honestly,
right?
Because of that. But before we'll get to that in around the NBA. I mean, in above the rim. But the Mavs right now, they took an L. They beat the Pelicans. We saw our guy. Well, I was salivating over Lonzo Ball the other night because I want him here. I just think he's a great fit with Luka. But then they turn around and lose to the Trailblazers on what was that? Sunday night?
Sunday evening. Yep.
And that was when we had Gavin Dawson on with us. I want to thank him. As a matter of fact, big shout out because it's his birthday today.
Shout out to the General, man.
Shout out to General. He's celebrating the birthday day, 45 today. It's great that his birthday is 2 days after mine in the month of February. Again, I'll tell the backstory on me and Gavin Dawson another time. We don't have time to run through all that. But just know this. There is no advocate. There is no quality broadcaster, and there's no BFB without Gavin Dawson. It wouldn't happen if it wasn't for him. But Billy, your guy, Kristaps Porzingis. Do you feel like we've gotten the best out of? We've gotten the best out of Kristaps Porzingis.
I think we've seen flashes at the most. We've seen flashes of big stats.
Oh, big stops, big stops.
Yeah.
Well, no, because the other night I don't know. I didn't want to call him that because I know the other night you said he wasn't playing like big stabs.
Yeah, he was playing like Christopher with the C. He was playing like Christopher with the C that night. Yeah. So big stats wasn't out there, whatever. But no, to be honest with you, no, I don't think we've seen the best of them. We've seen bits and pieces and flashes, but with Porzingis, like I told you, man, I still personally feel like he's working his way in. He's getting closer, but it's not about it's not about Kristaps and his skill set. It's about what's going on with the Mavericks and how they use them. And our guy DJ just brought up a very, very valid point here. I'm looking at it, and we're going to go ahead and start up this bandwagon again. He starts off 3 words: Carlisle gotta go. Okay, said the time is up. Mavs could upset a lot of teams. So I'm assuming he's insinuating here that under a new coach, maybe the Mavericks could do more. And we've said this before, man. We've said this before.
Why are we attacking Rick? Didn't even do anything to anybody tonight, man. He didn't do anything.
Well, he didn't do anything to anybody tonight, but I mean, people look, man. Kristaps Porzingis is too good of a basketball player, man, to not utilize him, in many different ways. He could do a lot of stuff, man. How did he get the nickname the Unicorn? Okay, he could do a lot of stuff, man. But the problem is the Mavericks, and Walt, you say this all the time. I have to give credit where it's due, man. You always point this out. The Mavericks, Rick Carlisle feels like the system is bigger than the player and the skill set that works best for that player. He wants to plug guys into a system, and it limits what Kristaps Porzingis can do. It somewhat limits Luka and what he can do in a sense.
It really does.
So you got to let these guys get down there, play a flow offense, man. Just let these guys go out there and do what they do. It's fine to call organized plays in certain, situations and situational basketball, but let these guys get up and down the floor, man, and play their style of basketball, man. You got to let guys play. You can't plug them in and say, Chris, that's all you can do is shoot threes. You can't do that.
Well, this is a rare treat right here because I didn't even know he watches the show. But apparently my brother has just weighed in on this conversation. The Knicks use KP like to do all their stars. We will never get the best of KP. Mr. Big Stop, Mr. Big Stops, how do you feel about that?
Hey, look, I don't feel like I didn't really follow him like that when he was with the Knicks. I knew he was older. I knew he was a good player, but man, I just think personally, Kristaps Porzingis can do so much more for this Mavericks team if they utilize him. Utilize him correctly. He's more than just a pick and pop guy. Okay. How often do the Mavericks run like a two-man game with Luka and KP? Wouldn't you think that's what they would do and let the other guys eat off of that? It's not
Rick Carlisle type basketball. I told you that.
Yeah, that's not his system. Right. It doesn't fit the system. That's why Josh Richardson is limited to being a spot-up shooter. That's why THJ, for the most part, is limited to being a spot-up shooter.
Well, hell, Billy, all the shots they take are threes. They don't take any two-pointer shots.
Well, yeah, you're right. They do run past a mid-range jumper to either get to the lane or to run around and kick it back out for three. So, yeah, you're right. You're right about that.
So, remember now, this is the same brother that called us the night after the blowout and said we need to be discussing firing Rick Carlisle. So he's on the fire Rick Carlisle bandwagon too.
We got two people, man. Got a driver and a passenger. Just need to fill up the back, man. Just fill up the back. Trust me. I mean, Rick, to your point that you always make, man, Rick is, his style does not coincide, and it doesn't go well with what the Mavericks are. The Mavericks are
it doesn't go well with young players. Is what it is. Doesn't go well with young players.
And this is the youngest team, as we've mentioned before, that Rick Carlisle has ever had to coach.
I didn't get to ask him that question on media day. They missed my hand raised in the Zoom call. That wanted to be my question. Rick, is this the youngest team you've ever had to coach? That was going to be my question. Looking forward to that answer.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're seeing what's going on. We saw Josh Green is now down to G League. Tyrell Terry is down to G League.
Balling.
Yeah. I wonder if those guys can do anything for us up here.
Tyler Bay in the G League. Balling.
Yep. I mean, but we'll never know what they can be as NBA players because we don't use them.
And that was the reason. And that was the reason we drafted them. That was the reason we drafted. Remember, we're drafting these guys for defense. That's what we're getting. That's where we're going. We're going to trade Steph Curry because we're going with defense now. Defense is our deal. The number one offense last season, and we're going to sacrifice that. And I just watched Steph Curry again last night tear it up.
He's comfortable in that role, man.
Doc knows how. I knew when Doc get him. I said, watch, Doc is going to know how to use him because that was Paul George who was complaining about, he tried to use me like I was Ray Allen when he was here. I said, when he got Steph Curry, I said, watch, he about to do with Ray Allen what he did with Steph Curry. And what is he doing right now?
It's working out. It's working out very well.
He should have left with oh wow. Shots fired. Shots fired at your guy, Jason Garrett.
Lay off of my guy Red J, man. Don't do that to him.
Well, here's the thing. He should have left when Dirk Nowitzki left. I didn't understand what was his purpose of staying here. What's he trying to prove? When Dirk left, it should have been the end of the Rick Carlisle era. I said that from the get-go. And I said, we shouldn't keep Rick because you need Luka to get a coach that he can grow with. Rick Carlisle's not going to be here for Luka's whole entire career. Even Rick Carlisle wasn't there for Dirk's whole entire career, but he was there for the best part of Dirk's career.
Right. Yep.
I mean, we know Avery Johnson is the one that turned Dirk into Dirk, really.
Made him get down there in the block, man, and do work down there. So yeah. DJ seems to think we have some dogs on the team. I'm wondering who he's referring to. Because,
your guy, Dwight Powell.
Oh, God. Well, I don't know. James Johnson, maybe. I mean, who?
The dojo man. He's not even seeing the court right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's not even out there. Finney Smith.
I mean, we saw him trying to get a little rough with Canner the other night.
Yeah, the fake tough guy. Yeah,
I'll take him. I'll take him. Give him to him.
I know. You like those type of fraudulent people, man. I
want those rebounds. I need to know rebound the clock to stop. I need to know rebound the clock to stop out there in these Mavs games. I need to stop. Who replaces Rick? I agree. He doesn't work well with young guys, but mid-season, who is better? I'm genuinely curious. I don't think the Mavs would fire Rick Carlisle mid-season because they got too much respect for him. It would be an end of the season type deal before they let Rick Carlisle go. I'm just telling you how I've watched them in the bank, how they treat Rick around there. It would be an end of the season. It wouldn't be a mid-season deal. Rick would finish out the year if they were fired. They wouldn't do it like that.
I mean, can we run our guy
we kept hearing the name Jason Kidd as a good replacement.
I'd love to see it. I think he have a fresh start here. I'd like to see it. But he's not a good fit here. So
yeah, I mean, Tovash's guy who used to be here, who he's a big part. I wish I was here. Coach Caleb Canales, maybe he can come back and do something with the man. He knows the team or whatever organization. No, he can't do Darryl Armstrong. They let Steven Silas go. I mean, you could probably find somebody.
I mean, they're out there. But
here's the thing I'll give the Mavericks. They don't choose bad coaches. So I'll give them that. They don't choose bad coaches at all. They've never chosen a bad coach. You had Donnie Nelson. Then you went from Donnie to
Avery.
You went to Avery, and then from Avery you went to Rick.
Yep. And DJ, and he brought up my guy, Mark Jackson. I know you said that Mark Jackson's kind of, you don't know that he would fit this.
He don't have any ties to the Mavericks. You want to get, I guess you would want to get somebody who has ties to the Mavericks. Is what you would want to do.
Maybe an old player.
Something like that. You probably. I wouldn't say Harper, somebody like that, like a Rolando. I see Rolando Blackman walking around all the time back then, but he's not close to the coaching staff. It just depends. You just got to have somebody with some pedigree too.
Yeah, it's just tough to kind of find those guys. They're not just sitting around out there. I would not be opposed to Mark Jackson. I think Mark Jackson could do a lot of stuff with this Mavericks team.
See, you would have wanted somebody like Steve Nash to come in and do it. That's who you would have wanted. Somebody like that. That's who you would have wanted.
We have a special request for Delonte West if he's not doing anything.
Okay, all right. I see what you're doing here.
Yeah,
I see what we're doing here. No, we're not doing that. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I mean, I'd like to see Jason Kidd here. I think he would. I think do a pretty good job here if you gave him the opportunity.
I mean, he's out there. He's out there coaching LeBron, getting himself ready for another head coaching job. I mean, why not?
Yeah, man. Hey. Or you could just find a way to finesse Ring James down here. And
okay, all right. No, we're not doing it. We're not coming.
Then you don't have to have a coach. We're not coming to have a coach.
No, we're not coming to Dallas. We got enough going on up there in LA. We're good in LA. We run LA. We don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. We like LA. We got there on the water. We got Hollywood. We finna come out with Space Jam 2. We got stuff going on. We can get in the movie world. Did you hear LeBron about to drop an album too? I saw that. We got stuff going on. We can't be down here fooling with Dallas. But your guy, your nephew, I just want to know this. I'm gonna pull the schedule up here before we end this segment. The the Mavs schedule, what they got coming up, because right now we didn't get to play the Pistons. We didn't get to see the return of Dennis Smith Jr. We didn't get to see that game.
No.
That would have been interesting to see. So we didn't get to Houston game, but Monday we're going to get, if the weather permits, which it should, we're going to get the Memphis Grizzlies on Monday night here at the AAC.
Some of that Ja Morant, huh?
Yeah. Well, this is what I like about this too. This whole weather thing has given them a chance to, rest up and, heal up a little bit. Get some rest a little bit because, they've been playing a lot of games back to back.
Yeah, well, Rick had mentioned after the last game on Sunday, he said, we haven't really had a lot of time to practice and so on and so forth. So they're getting that. He was really amped up that they would have Tuesday to practice and, get some good runs. So they've had time. So hopefully, man, one thing I do concern myself with, they should come out with good energy because they're well rested. But sometimes when you haven't played in a while, you come out rusty. And I'm hoping they don't come out that way when it's time to play against the Grizzlies. Hopefully they'll come out with some good energy. And it's going to take some good energy, man, because Ja Morant's going to want to get that ball and get up and down the floor. So good luck with that. That's going to be my guy, Josh Richardson, that night. So
John, Kick Doors is getting
yeah. I've already sent the text out. There won't be any Kick Doors. The Kick Door forces will not be on his feet that night because we got to be able to move swiftly against Ja Morant. So we're not going to be wearing the heavy shoes.
Shane is right. And next Tuesday and Thursday, we'll actually be in studio for the Mavs postgame show because they're going to play the Celtics on Tuesday at 6:30, and then they're going to play the 76ers at Thursday at about 6 o'clock. So we'll be in studio next Tuesday and Thursday for those games. And then that Saturday, they're going to turn around and play Brooklyn, and then they got the Magic, and then the Thunder, and then they're off to Luka's going to be off to go to the All-Star game as a starter over Damian Lillard. Just throw it out there.
Hey, it is what it is. Now, I did want to bring something up here. I noticed, was it last night, the Nets played, and I think it was just James Harden out there. I know Kyrie and KD didn't play. They were all over there chest bumping and front running.
Yeah, and I can't believe Phoenix lost that game with only James Harden on the floor.
Yeah, it happens. It happens to the best of them. It happens to the best of them. But I didn't really pay attention to what's going on with that. Is Kyrie hurt, or is he just is he load managing? I didn't really follow that situation.
You're about to see some low man because right now LeBron and them are playing the Brooklyn Nets tonight. And KD's not playing. Kyrie and James Harden are playing though.
Oh, okay. Hey, well, only time will tell. We can't play that game until we get there. We need to worry about one game at a time.
Well, my brother has already called it a loss to Memphis here. So, are you giving a dub or L on that game?
We got a dub. We got a dub coming up against Memphis.
Okay.
Ja Morant's but yeah.
And I tell you what, I watched him live at the AAC last season. Whew. That kid is amazing. He's like Iverson with hops to me.
Yeah, he'll dunk on your head.
I told him that. I said, you're Iverson with hops. He laughed at that. He's like, he appreciate that. So I'm like, man, I ain't seen nothing like you in a long time. Man, I ain't seen nothing like you in a long time. Celtics. I'm gonna go L. No, you know what? I'll give you a dub against Celtics. 76ers L. Give me an L. I'm gonna get you. I'm booking out for L.
Are you just gonna ride the whole Seth Curry revenge game? That's what.
Oh yeah. Now that Joel Embiid is playing out of his mind, we got no answer for him down low. He's gonna have a dream that they put Dwight Powell on him, and they're gonna put Dwight Powell on him. He's gonna have a dream, and you're gonna see that dream get lived out. Just like Carmelo Anthony the other night had a dream that Maxi Kleber was playing defense on him, and he just lived it out.
Yeah, to the tune of 15 points. I saw that. That was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? 15 points.
You know what? You ought to quit.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, you're softening these guys up, and I just don't see. I don't understand.
Hold on. Let's go. What did your guy Maxi give that night?
No, Maxi's not Carmelo Anthony. I mean, what do you mean?
Maxey gave 8 points.
Okay, so he was 7 points behind an all-time great. So, I mean, that's not necessarily a bad night. And he held him to 15 points. That's not a bad night.
Okay, all right.
Especially what you said, the way Melo's been balling.
We struggle with Memphis. Iverson with Hops is accurate. All AI is my favorite player of all time. One of mine too. I tell you what, that team that he took to the finals was like that team LeBron took to the finals in 07. You can definitely count. You put that down for him. Look just like it.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
So then from there, you got Brooklyn. You got Brooklyn coming up after that. Is that a dub or an end?
Is Kyrie Irving still going to be on that basketball team?
I think Kyrie is going to be playing that game.
Well, not even playing the game. Is he just going? They're not going to trade him before that time, so he'll still be on.
Well, I tell you what. Actually, and they all might be playing because you know what? That's a Saturday night game. That's a big one on ESPN. So you know they got to play the mandatory games.
Yeah. Give the Mavs a dub, man. I don't know how it's going to happen. Give the Mavs a dub. Give the Mavs a dub against the Nets, man. Because here's
remember,
the thing.
And we're going to Brooklyn for that game. We're going to Brooklyn for that.
That doesn't excite me at all. That doesn't excite me at all.
Okay.
That doesn't excite me in the least bit. I mean, hey, you know what? Like I told you, the Mavs get out there, start raining those threes, man. It's going to be a bad day for somebody. It's going to be a bad day. We're going to reserve that 23-point game. We're going to reserve that for the Nets. Remember, I said that here first.
What are we reserving for the Nets? I missed that. Say that again.
20-plus 3-point shots. They go in.
Wow. Okay.
We're going to take more than 20, but 20 of them are going to go in. It's going to be that type of night.
Nah, Billy, that's an L.
That's fine. You come see me after the game, Shane. Like Tom Brady told Richard Sherman years ago after that game. He said, "Hey, come see me after the game." So yeah, you come see me after that game, Shane. Anybody else that wants to go the other way.
So that's the East Coast stretch, and then you got the Magic and the Thunder. Those should be 2 dubs going into the All-Star weekend. That should be 2 dubs.
Yeah, I'll take that. Just gotta find a way to win some games, man.
Yeah, you got to win these games, man. You got to figure them out. Let's take another break real quick. When we come back, let's go above the rim, and let's. I got a few questions I got to ask you. We'll go over the All-Star starters real quick, and then we're going to talk about. Did Draymond Green have a point the other day with what he said? We're gonna see did he have a point on that, and just go above the rim. So we'll do that next right here on bFb.